credit South Alabama. I think they came in here. A lot of credit needs to go to Coach Jones and his staff. Thought they did a great job tonight. They kept us off balance in all phases, and really controlled the game. They were in control of the game from the get-go, from our first turnover on. They outplayed us, outcoached us. Our guys were not ready to go tonight. And that's on me. That's disappointing. We didn't take advantage of a great opportunity. Second time in as many chances that they won the belt here and outplayed us. And extremely disappointing evening. You all can read the stats just like I can. We had 30 yards rushing. 30 yards rushing, which is it's going to be difficult to win, rushing for 30 yards. We had 3 turnovers, 2 of them in special teams. And, 0 of 2 on 4th down, 5 of 14. Thought defensively played well enough to give us a chance. Gave up a couple big plays in the second half that hurt us. Offensively never got on track. And special teams, playing some young guys on special teams. And, they've been really good, and it's in something that we're going to hang over their head. They'll get better. We're 6 games into this. We're 4-2. They're really not where we should be. The truth of the matter is we played 6 games, and we've played really bad in 2 of them, played really good in 1 of them, and very average in the other 3. I mean, that's where we're at. This football team is in football staff led by me, and this football team is not playing as good as it needs to. Period. Questions?
What's Charlie's status?
He got, it was really a laceration, and they took him in and never came back. So I haven't had a chance to talk to Allison Gramley, our trainer, yet. So I'll be able to update you later, but I don't know. It was obviously bad enough where he couldn't come back in.
Obviously, LSU hangover or not?
Yeah, no, I thought they just beat us. I wouldn't. I think that's taken away from South Alabama. They were hungrier than we were. The thing is, we've got an older football team, and we went through this last year and didn't handle prosperity very well, and didn't handle it very well tonight. But it's been, I don't know how many days, 10 days, 11 days since we played. So I think that would be a discredit to South Alabama, to say that we weren't ready to play. They outplayed us. I mean, they outcoached us, outplayed us.
Your offensive game plan, the ball was in the air a lot early. Did you think they were just packing it in?
They
did.
They did. They packed it in, and I don't know how many drops we had. I'm gonna say it was at least 8. Probably, that's being conservative. We probably had 8 drops. The first series we really threw it and did some good things. We got down and probably just a bad play call on my part on the 4th and 1. That's probably, if we do something a little different there, then the outcome may be different because we had a nice opening drive. Then I think we had maybe 1, maybe 2 drops on the next series, if my memory serves correct. But when we did run it, what happens is you run it on 1st and 2nd, and all of a sudden, because we didn't even we averaged 1.5 yards per carry. So it's when you get behind, like we were behind, it's hard to run the football, and then when you're running it on 1st and 2nd and you get a yard, it makes it even more difficult.
You always talk about the 3 phases of the game, special teams out there.
Yeah, we were thoroughly outplayed in 2 of them, and honestly on special teams it was self-inflicted. We dropped. You guys watched it. We dropped 2. We fumbled a punt and dropped a punt, and Marcus has been really consistent. He's going to be a really good player here. It wasn't his night, and he's got to learn from it. He's got a lot of football left, and we're really going to find out what we got now. We're sitting here 4-2, and this was probably as disappointing a loss as I've ever been a part of. And we're going to find out. We're going to get back to work tomorrow. We'll get our day off later in the week, but it's not going to be tomorrow.
Coach, at the half, even as bad as the first half was, you're still only down.
No, 9-0.
What would you tell them at the half? And
I just came out and fight, and be hungry, and whatever I said wasn't good enough, and so I think sometimes talks and speeches, stuff like that, it's overrated. You got to go out and perform. and we went out and had an MA on the very first play coming out of halftime. But like I said, I can sit here and tell you reasons why we got beat. But the more important thing is South Alabama beat us, and that's what it is. That's why they're celebrating down in their locker room. That's why they carried the belt off on our field. And we've got to be able to regroup and get back in conference play.
Emmanuel Thompson finally stepping up, had a couple catches today. How was it important to work him into the game plan early on?
Yeah, I mean, he's done a pretty decent job after week one. He's been consistent. He's practicing more and practicing better. I felt like he would play well. I thought we'd play better at wideout overall. They didn't do anything different than what they'd shown on film. What we did and what we've done in every game, with the exception of one offensively, is really shoot ourselves in the foot. And defenses basically just say, okay, we're not going to allow you to have a big play, and that's what it is. I mean, it's not any. So we got to evaluate ourselves as coaches. We got to evaluate the personnel we're playing. Because I think what happens, and I tried to say this, and I did all this national media stuff last week, and I said this. The truth of the matter is we've not played very good football other than one game. And I think we're tricking ourselves if we think so. And we're 4-2, and I haven't been overly pleased with this group. So we need to evaluate some things and probably make some changes.